Again. Nope. Katie plays in Rapid.
Oh, geez, you have all kinds of free time now, don't you?
Sorta, yeah. She's playing tonight at 8:30.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I'm gonna make that one.
Good, you want to do it?
Well, it's 45 minutes down there, and then I probably do have time, but at the same time, I sometimes like to go to bed earlier than 11 o'clock at night. Okay, it is 6:30, so we're going to call to order the Sturgis Park Board meeting Tuesday, June 18th, 2024. First off, we'd like to welcome our new board members, Janessa Dempsey, Jason Wilkins, and Charlotte Smith. Thank you for being a part of our park board. The next thing that we have on the agenda is the election of a chairperson. So I think that Karen's about to come in. We'll wait till she gets seated, and then we will be looking for a motion to elect a chairperson of the Parks Board Commission.
There she is.
I'm here. It's 6:31.
Right.
Sorry.
So we just opened up. We're looking for a motion to elect a chairperson.
Oh, I have to leave now. Okay.
Or we can do a,
Can Jeannie and I do it together?
you could have a,
Can we go?
you could have a chairperson and a vice chairperson, sure.
Okay. Alrighty. I'll do it if Jeannie.
So Janessa's making that motion.
I'll make a motion to, is that all? Is that all I say? Okay. Oh, for
For Karen?
Karen and Jeannie to be chair and vice chair.
Unless someone else really wants to do it.
I second that. Perfect. We have a motion and a second. Is everybody in favor of that? Signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same motion. Did I just hear Jeannie?
Yeah. I should
So,
have said Jeannie first.
With that, I'll turn the meeting over to you, Madam Chair.
I need to get in the job. Really? Couldn't you just do this first one? Okay, we'll go to consider consent calendar. Is that what we're doing?
Right.
Consider approval of the agenda. Has everyone read the agenda? Yes. Does anyone want to approve the agenda?
I move to approve the agenda.
Second.
All right, the minutes have been approved from April 16th.
Vote first.
Oh, we have to vote?
Yeah, first and a second.
Oh, okay. Can we have a vote? I don't even know. Okay, Janessa? Do I have to go by everybody's name? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The approval of the minutes from April 16th have been approved. Okay, number 3 is the Park Superintendent Report by Cody.
All right, since our last meeting in April, in the Parks Department, we've been pretty busy. With all the rain, we've been mowing and weed eating. Of course, for the cemetery, Memorial Day is the big holiday, and we did a pretty good job. We basically had 4 seasonals up there, never ending for about a month straight, and if you got a chance to go up there, it looked pretty darn good. They kept it pretty nice. Now that it's rain slowing down, it's not as hectic up there. But and then all the ball fields, we got the water turned on in those in the last month and a half, getting those all prepped for tournaments, softball, baseball, all kinds of different things going on there. So the fields are looking pretty good. I don't know if you've been over to Strong Field. A lot of changes done over there. We did a lot of things. And also girls softball, they did a lot of things, kind of cleaned things up over there. But the parks crew's been busy with that. Now starting here in June, as the rains slow down, we kind of moved to start doing other things. As you know, here next month we're getting a skate park from Spearfish, so we're going to, after the 4th of July, go over and disassemble that and reassemble it and paint it and kind of do some modernization things where our skate park is now, and it's going to be a pretty large skate park when it's all done. So hopefully before the rally we'll have that all done and painted and looking pretty sharp over there. For the most part, yeah, just keeping the grounds looking good, and keeping the fields playable for all the kids. Pretty hectic time of year right now in the parks. Any questions? That's
Okay,
it.
thanks, Cody.
Yep.
Number 4, Public Works Director report.
Perfect. Thanks, Cody. A couple of things that we've got upcoming that I wanted to mention. We do have the South Dakota Forestry board coming out July 1st through the 8th, and they're going to do a tree inventory. The last time that we had a tree inventory done was 2018. So they'll be going around. You'll see quite a few people down. They'll be GPSing, taking pictures of trees. What they do is they identify the species, what condition it's in, and where it's located. They'll take a shot of it and a picture. There's a website, and I'll send out that link to you guys where you can go on and see that. For the most part, it's all of the trees located within the right-of-way. They don't go in and inventory any of the trees in the parks or anything. It's pretty much kind of right-of-way trees. It's a pretty neat deal. They selected us. We didn't have to, we didn't submit anything. They just notified us that we were kind of on the rotation this year to have that done. So look forward to getting that done. We still have on the plans, I think everything is finalized and all the agreements are signed. This fall, we're going to dredge the Lions Club pond. They figure there's about 6 to 8 feet of sediment in there. So we're working with the Game Fish and Parks. That's a no-cost project that we put together with the Game Fish and Parks to dredge that out. Once they dredge it out and they put that material in a sock, that'll happen probably in October. We'll wait and that material will freeze, and then we're able to cut it up into manageable pieces and haul it off. If you've been out at exit 14 recently by Spearfish, that's what they were doing to that pond. They had that out there, and you could see those big black socks. They're just a fabric that they pump that sludge into, and then once it dries out, we can haul it away. So we'll be working on that this fall. We did finish up, and we haven't finalized. We're supposed to be working with the Rotary Club to have a ribbon cutting, but we did get installed those interactive pieces, those drums. So far, they've been a pretty big hit. Every time I've been down there, somebody's been on those. So that was a good project, and we anticipate talking to the Rotary Club. They'd like to continue that effort. They do a trivia night out at the Sturgis Brewery, and that's how they fundraise the money for it. So it's a great partnership with them. We're happy to be able to do that and bring another amenity down to our parks. I've been working with the Black Hills Trails. They've been feverishly working on the flow track, which is out at the Buffalo Soldier Trailhead area, which is just to the north of the softball fields located out at Fort Meade. I believe they've got 2 lines done, and they're getting ready to start work on the 3rd line. And then, of course, they got the reroute trail done. So pretty amazing. Going to be a pretty neat addition to our trail system. I believe in 2 weeks, they told me, That's going to be a part of the Wednesday night race series, so we'll probably do something, get some news media out there, some drone coverage when they're using that actual trail. And we have all those racers coming down there. That'll be a nice piece. So, again, a great addition. Also, I met with them this morning, the Black Hills Trails, to develop a plan. You may not know, but we did receive an RTP grant for this year, which was a $30,000 grant from the state, Recreational Trails Program grant. That money, that project that was identified for that grant was a trailhead improvement up at the what we call the Vinacher Trailhead. So we'll be working on that sometime probably late, maybe the last couple of weeks of August or the first weeks of September to finish that up. And basically that's some grading that's already been done, that we did that prior to the Topaz timber sale, and now we'll be finishing up putting some gravel and kind of resurfacing that area up there. Also, Cody and his guys have been working with the pickleball. No, it's not. It's a group of people. We did stripe some new courts. Karen, were you able to go use them? Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
Did you do the one? Did you do the one up there?
So the one at
I've been up there, but
Starline Park has been done,
okay.
and then we striped 4 more over where the old tennis courts were last week. So those are ready, and then I think we have plans at some point in time when the weather straightens out again. We're going to do another one on the basketball court over there. So met with those people, and they seem pretty happy with that, and then be another great addition to our park system. That's about all I have. Does anybody have any questions for me? Other thing I guess that I will mention is we're currently working on the 2025 budget. Probably not going to be a lot of extracurricular projects budgeted outside of just normal operations, and that's probably more citywide than necessarily just parks or cemetery. So we're working on that, and we hope to have something to present. We'll send it out for your guys's so you can take a look at it once we get something. But we hope to have a initial round preliminary budget out probably in the next 30 days. So we'll forward that along to you as well. Also, I guess I'll mention that the well drillers have showed up on the Richards property. Probably that will start sometime next week or the following week, just depending on weather. Once they start, they won't stop. That'll be a 24-hour operation out there, so you'll see lights and people out there all the time. It should take probably, unless we run into any equipment failures or anything like that, should be about 10 days it'll take to drill 1,700 feet. So keep our fingers crossed that we end up with another good water source out there, but that's what the activity is out on that end of town.
Is that for development, or what is that?
No, it's just
It's
a
gonna be
replacement of one of our, some of our existing wells. We look at the age of them, and pipe doesn't last forever. Sometimes they get sediment and stuff drawn into them, and so this is just simply a replacement well for production that will benefit the entire community. It does give us the ability, to if there is any more development out in that area, it's definitely a bonus, but not tied to anything specific. It's just another well to put into our current. Right now we currently have 7 wells. One of them, the one by McDonald's in particular, we're only even permitted to run that 30 days out of the year because it's got so much sediment in it. And then we've got 5 and 6, which are out in the industrial park that kind of compete against each other. And so we need to quit relying on our well number 7, which is our real workhorse because it has a high production. It's got a bigger pump in it. and kind of equal that out, use kind of a more blended approach to filling our water tanks instead of running a particular well all the time. So that was why that area was chosen.
Okay. So has there been any more discussion on what's happening out there with Dave, or have you met with him again?
I have met with him. I know that the mayor is reaching out to him and got some follow-up here in the next week or so.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, old business? We have none.
Nor new business.
Number 6, new business. Is there any new business? I guess it'd be new business, but I just wanted to put it out there if the time is good for everybody, or if anybody would like to, did it used to be in the mornings?
So, yeah, that's a good point, Madam Chair. We used to do the meetings early in the morning, like at 7:30, 7 or 7:30. We try to keep the meetings to an hour. We don't try and go over it unless less needed. So if we want to change the time, traditionally they're what does this end up being, the third Tuesday of the month. But yeah, we used to do them in the morning, and then we had some conflicts in scheduling, so we moved them to 6:30. For us, we all have to come back to this meeting, so if we can keep it here if that works for the majority, or if we want to try and do it at another time. And it doesn't necessarily, usually we went early in the morning so people could go prior to work and then on to work. But yeah, we're open to, or we can do them in the afternoon, or whatever works for everybody's schedule. And just for the new members, the board convenes quarterly, so there's 4 meetings a year unless we need to have a special meeting for something, that we need some direction from the park board to the council. So this one is kind of off of our, but with the new members and the new appointments, we wanted to do it sooner rather than later. And we're getting ready to get busy with the rally, so we didn't want to put it off. This time in July we're getting pretty busy, so that's why we held it early, was just to get you guys acquainted. And that's why we don't have a whole lot on the agenda tonight either.
How does everyone feel about the time?
I'd go in the morning. That's fine with me.
That would be my,
Yeah, I would as well.
does that work for you, Janice?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on, I'm online working by 7, but yeah, I can probably make arrangements and
Okay,
make it happen.
Okay.
let's try it. I think
Sure.
Jeannie was on board with early, just
Okay.
especially in these summer nights. This
Sure,
is a hard time.
I'll figure out when that next meeting is, and I can send out a doodle poll if it works for everybody, and all you gotta do is hit reply, and yes, it works, and we'll go from there.
Okay, do we have a motion to adjourn?
I'll first to adjourn.
Okay,
I'll second.
okay.